So hello everyone, a very warm welcome to every person. I am Sandeep Sharma and my roll number is 21EC10061. So in this DIY experiment, I am going to disassemble and assemble this speaker. This speaker is not in the working condition and it has some malfunctioning, and we are going to open this speaker from here and we will see that what are the components which is there inside this. So let's start. So we have opened these screws and now we are going to open this. So let's start seeing that what are the components which is inside this speaker. So first of all, we can see that this is the main power supply which gives power to this speaker, and this gives an AC power, and you can see that it is 220 volts to 240 volts and frequency with 50 hertz. So this is a switch here of for power on and off, and this main supply, this wire is connected to a component, and this component is a transformer. So let's see what is inside this transformer. So as we can see that the main power supply wire is connected to this transformer, and this is the transformer which is used to convert the high voltage to the current using the electromagnetic waves, and due to the magnetic fields which is created inside this, because this yellow color thing is having a coil, copper coil, and uh, that is surrounded by a soft metal which we are going to see. Yes, so we have opened this transformer. So now we are going to see that what is there inside this transformer. So we can see that it is having a very small and compact size. And why the size is very compact, we are going to uh, understand about that. So this is the transformer, and here the main wire supply it is coming. You can see the main wire supply is coming here, and this is joined to the copper coil which is inside this transformer, which is surrounded by a iron core. And in this iron core the magnetic field is induced, and due to that magnetic field a current is induced in that blue color wire, and this blue color wire sends the current which goes inside this circuit board. And we are going to understand about this circuit board. So we can see that this is a small circuit board which is there, and it is having few of the components. As you can see that these are the two plates which we can see here. So these two plates are the capacitors, and these two plates are the capacitors, yes. And we also are having this an input component which takes input. The two of the slots are for input and two of the slots are for output, and these takes the signal to convert that into sound. Now we can see that this is a plate which is very much connected with the dense wires in this speaker. And inside this speaker there is a yeah, there is a speaker which is connected to the two wires. You can see that this speaker is connected to two wires, and inside this speaker we are having a coil which is connected to this magnet. So whenever we send the signal through this blue wire, and we send the current through this inside this speaker, so that takes the current, and it use the Faraday's law, because the Faraday's law is used as the current moves towards that coil, so the EMF is induced. And the EMF is induced, and because of that the magnetic field is also there, so the coil vibrates in forth and backward direction, due to which uh, the sound is created. So as the level of the current rises and lowers down in that coil, the movement of that coil also increases and decreases due to the Faraday's law, and due to which the sound is created. And due to the vibration the sound is created. And now we are going to see that what are the components through which we can adjust the sounds according to our will. Like we are going to see some components of this volume control and bass control, and these are some switches for showing FM, USB, and on and off. So we are going to learn about this also. So when we opened it, we can see that there is a lot of wires connected here. So one by one we are going to remove all the wires and understood about this. Yes, so we can see that this is a bus controller, and we are going to see that what's there inside this. So since it is not opening, we should not try that, because it will also break. So this is a bus controller, and similarly we are having the volume controller. So actually it is having a knob, and we can rotate that knob like this direction. So Actually, this knob is having a variable resistance. When we rotate this knob, we can create the resistance of our wheel. So whenever we increase this knob very full, okay, to its maximum sound, to its maximum bass, then what happens that the resistance of this knob, it decreases simultaneously and it decreases to its minimum level. So when the resistance is decreased, we know that the large amount of current pass through that. So whenever the current is decreased, so through this component, which is having a variable resistance, and the less amount of current is passed, and this current then goes to this circuit, and this current then goes to circuit, and the signal is sent to the speaker. So actually when we adjust this knob according to our will, we can adjust the amount of current which is passing through the speaker. So when the less amount of current is going to the speaker, so we can say that the so when the yes when the wait a minute yes so when the knob is rotated to the maximum base, so we can say that the less amount to very large amount of current will pass because the resistance will increase of this knob. So whenever the resistance will increase, the large amount of current will pass, and when large amount of current will pass, there will be large amount of vibration, and when the vibration will be more, so we can say that the sound will be more. Similarly, same thing happens for volume also. Whenever we rotate this volume to its minimum level, then the variable resistance increases and less amount of current passes through the speaker, just because of which the sound volume decreases because it vibrates very less just because of less current. And now we can see that here we are having a switch of mode, USB, FM, and memory card. So we can adjust these switches according to our will, and these switches are then connected to this circuit board. And in this circuit we are having two slots, one is for USB and another for is for SD card. So whenever we are using USB mode, so we can simply connect our USB and we can switch on this switch, so that it takes the input from the USB, and then it sends this input using this wire which was connected here, and this wire then sends this input. Yes, and this wire then sends the input to the to this circuit, and this circuits then uh, yes, and this circuits then send the signal to the speaker. So we learned about this. Now, now we are going to assemble this whole circuit again. We have learned about this components. So now you can see that we have managed to assemble all these circuits at the accurate place where they were earlier. Now we will simply uh, just close this box. So we have assembled this speaker, and as I told it to you that this works on which principles, I described everything. Now let's see that what are the components which is outside. So this is the power supply which I also told you, and this is also the thing which I told you, that is the input. So actually it is written there input, and it takes input from the device like computer and phone. So this take input from this, and the other two slots are given for the output. So two of the wires of the small speakers are connected in this slot, so that the sound can be taken to those speakers, small speakers also. And this is a wire which was connected to the uh, board which was inside their signal board. And you can see that this switch of FM, it was also connected to a board, and the wire from that board was connected to our switch. Sorry, that was connected to our board, and and again this FM wire is also connected to that board, and simply that this FM wire is used to take the signal. So we need to raise these wires in such a height, at such a height, so that it can take the FM signal. So this was a complete discussion about this speaker, and we learned a lot of things. So hope you like this video, and thank you to see this video.